Alright, in this video we're going to understand why we see phases of the moon. So we have our sun, we have our Earth. Now this isn't close to actual size. If it were and the sun were as big as you see on the screen, the Earth would be smaller than that little dot. But to make it easier to see, we're going to have our sun, we're going to have our Earth. Let's go ahead and let's make us a moon. So the moon's about 25% of the size of the Earth, so that's a pretty good size of it. Now at all times, half of the moon is lit up. So the moon is not luminous. It doesn't give off its own light. The moon reflects the light of the sun. So when the moon's right here, this half of the moon's lit up. This half of the moon that we're seeing from the Earth is not, so it's dark. And this is a new moon. Alright, about 7 days later, we see the moon, and again, half of the moon is lit up. From Earth, we're seeing this part of the moon. So we're viewing this as a quarter moon. 7 days later, the moon's over on the other side of the Earth, and half of the moon is lit up. So from the Earth, we're seeing this as a full moon because you look at the field of view for the Earth, and we're seeing this part, which is a full moon. 7 days later, the moon's over here, and the same as always, half of the moon's going to be lit up. Whoa, got a little squiggle there. Half the moon's lit up, and from the Earth, we see this, so we have half moon again. So the moon is always lit, half the moon is always lit up. When you look at the full cycle, from here we see a new moon around to a full moon, and back to the new moon is about 28 days. So our lunar cycle is 28 days. So that means if we have a new moon, in about 28 days we'll have another new moon. When we have a full moon, in about 28 days we'll have another full moon. And that's the lunar cycle.